20 years ago, if you wanted to make a movie, you needed studios, investors, distributors, and a whole lot of luck. Today, all you need is a camera, an internet connection, and an audience. Some of the most exciting filmmakers working today didn't come from film schools or Hollywood studios. They came from YouTube. And it's not just happening in Hollywood. In India, creators, sketch comedians, and digital storytellers are building audiences that rival traditional media. So, in this video, we'll explore how YouTubers went from making videos in their bedrooms to directing films, launching studios, and changing the way cinema itself is made. For most of cinema history, studios controlled who got to tell stories. A filmmaker needed someone else's approval before an audience could even see their work. YouTube completely broke that system. For the first time, creators could upload a film, sketch, or short and instantly reach millions of people. The audience became the gatekeeper. Instead of convincing executives, creators only had to convince viewers. This shift created an entirely new generation of filmmakers who learned storytelling through direct feedback from audiences. As YouTube matured, some creators started proving they could do more than just make viral videos. They could tell stories on a cinematic scale. Perhaps the most famous example is Bo Burnham. He began as a teenager uploading comedy songs to YouTube. Years later, he directed the critically acclaimed movie 8th Grade, a film praised for capturing modern teenage life better than many traditional Hollywood productions. Another major example is RackaRacka. Known for chaotic YouTube action videos, they eventually directed the horror film Talk to Me for A24. The film became one of A24's biggest horror successes and showed that internet creators could compete with established filmmakers. These creators weren't succeeding despite their YouTube backgrounds. They were succeeding because of them. Years of making content had taught them pacing, audience engagement, editing, and visual storytelling. India experienced its own version of this transformation. Instead of studios discovering talent, audiences discovered talent first. One of the biggest examples is TVF. TVF proved that high quality long term storytelling could thrive online long before streaming platforms fully embraced the pop format. Shows like Pitchers, Permanent Roommates, and Aspirants created loyal audiences and helped establish the modern Indian web series ecosystem. What's fascinating is that TVF didn't simply adapt to changing audience tastes, they helped create them. Many storytelling techniques that later became common on streaming platforms were already being tested by digital creators. Years before major OTT platforms invested heavily in relatable youth centric stories, TVF was already producing them for YouTube audiences. The traditional film industry works from the top down. A studio creates a film and then searches for an audience. Creators often do the opposite. They build an audience first, then they create bigger projects. This is an incredibly powerful model. When a creator launches a film, series, or production company, they already have millions of people invested in their work. We can see this happening with creators such as Ashish Chanchlani, who has steadily expanded beyond short form comedy into larger scale productions and cinematic storytelling. The gap between YouTuber and filmmaker is becoming smaller and smaller every year. In many cases, it has already disappeared. Perhaps the biggest change isn't technological, it's creative. Traditional studios often avoid risk because larger budgets require predictable returns. Creators grow by experimentation. Their careers are built on trying strange ideas, unusual formats, and niche stories. As these creators enter filmmaking, they bring that mindset with them. This is one reason why many creator led projects feel fresher than traditional productions. They aren't designed by committees, they are shaped by direct audience interaction. If you look at the success of Talk to Me, it came partly from horror concepts that felt modern and internet native. reflecting the creators' understanding of younger online audiences. The next generation of filmmakers may never submit a script to a studio. They may build a community online first, they may release shorts on YouTube, they may crowdfund projects, they may test ideas through social media before even making a feature film. The pathway into cinema is no longer controlled by a handful of industry executives. It's becoming more open, more direct, and more democratic. And that might be the biggest change of all. Future director of the next Oscar winning film might already be uploading videos today. Not in Hollywood, not in Mumbai, but somewhere on YouTube. YouTube was once seen as the place where filmmakers went when they couldn't get into the film industry. Today, it's increasingly becoming the place where the next generation of filmmakers comes from. And as creators continue to blur the line between content and cinema, one question remains. Are YouTubers changing cinema or are they becoming cinema itself? And who knows, maybe you'll get to see our masterpiece to watch as well someday. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know which creator to filmmaker journey fascinates you the most. Till then, may the cinema be with you.